Okay, so this can be pretty much short and sweet. We absolutely, I think you guys can agree, loved our retreat this weekend. And like I was just playing music because I felt like we should still be there dancing and all the things. And it was so much fun. And events like that are what is going to build your business. And it's not because of all the things that you learn necessarily. It's not because you heard something there that you've never heard before. It's because of the community and the fire and the momentum and the culture of what you see and what you feel. Because there's always an emotional attachment, and the emotion is what's going to drive you to build this business. And it's also what's going to drive you to change your mindset, to level up or take action or dive more into your why or dive more into your vision or whatever it is. And so anyways, I absolutely loved it. I'm so grateful and thankful for each and every one of you who made that an investment, because I know it was an investment. It was money out of your pocket. I think it was a pretty small-ish investment for what it was, but I'm so grateful and thankful that you guys took the time out of your weekend to do that and to make it successful, because it's you guys and it's us as a team that are what's going to make our team successful. So I hope that you're excited for next year. I have no idea what we're doing, but I'm already excited to kind of start planning it and figuring it out, and maybe looking for a house somewhere. I have no idea what location it would be, but a house where we could all be together. And we could bring your teams, and our team will be even bigger, and all the things. It's just, think of the growth that we're going to have in the next, few months, because your fires are lit. So we shared so much during the retreat. I felt like you guys got to share. We laughed, we danced, we cried, we worked out, we saw sides of maybe people that we've never seen. But I have to say that I hope that you felt like you could just be you. I hope that you felt like you could just break out of your shell and be you, and you didn't need to apologize, and you could just have fun and you could share, and there was no judgment, because that's what it's all about. So with that being said, I want to go ahead and yes, every 6 months would be wonderful. I agree. Because and kind of like what I said at the event, it's like we all look for something to light our fire, right? Like you're looking for that thing to light your fire, because if your fire's down, you're like, okay, I need something that's going to light it. But sometimes, like, we can't have events every month, right? That's why it's like when we go to Summit, our fire's lit, and then it just kind of like sometimes goes down. So that's why we've got to really push now to create momentum, so that our business just continues to thrive and grow. Okay, so looks like Miranda's trying to connect to the audio for some reason. It's not like letting her, maybe. Okay, so since you're in my top left and you're like my first person that I see up there, we're gonna start with you, and I just want you to share your biggest takeaway, and I want you to share whatever else you feel like. I want you to share your biggest takeaway for everybody. This is what you're gonna do. You're gonna share your biggest takeaway, and then you're gonna share what you're going to do, like what you are taking from that and what you're going to do with it. How you're going to implement that into your business, and whatever else you feel like you want to share.
Got it. So I would say my biggest takeaway was when Lindsay said, like, your why. So my why is clearly like my family, like Brennan, Sawyer, this next baby. And when she said, go tell your why they're not enough, like that hit home for me. And how I want to implement that more is to actually talk more about coaching instead of just sending invites to a program or to a product. I feel like I need to really push the coaching avenue, because my why is enough.
Yes. I love it. is that all you want to say? That's okay. I just don't want to stop you if there was anything else.
That was like my biggest, like,
Yeah.
hit home, made me like want to cry.
Yeah.
So
And what was your favorite thing? I'm just curious about like the whole team, like the team as a whole, and like your like just being able to be there and experience it like live together with people you've never met. Like, how did that feel?
that was good. I wish I could have drank because
Yes.
he doesn't like alcohol to break that barrier.
Right.
I really miss group workouts like that. Like coming from such a sports background and having team building and all of that. Like I miss the group workouts, but I'm not going to go to Farmersville Gym and have a group workout there. Like that's not going to exist. And then like the scavenger hunt, that was so, I don't know who's all played volleyball here. That was so like volleyball camp style. Like I loved that. And I loved that we were with some of Abby's group versus just ours.
No, I agree. And Abby had done that scavenger hunt like last year, maybe. And she said her team loved it. So, anyways, I wish I could have experienced that kind of, but that's okay. I'm glad you guys had a really good time with that. Okay, Sam, are you able to talk right now? Are you able to talk and share?
Yes, I
Okay.
can, if you can understand me.
No, I can.
So,
Oh, you're
sorry about the
voice.
lighting. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Sorry about the lighting. I'm waiting for my daughter to get done at dance. I'm in the car and my voice sounds horrible, but I'm here. So like just like Jenna, I was gonna say the exact same thing. Like what really hit me was Lindsay's speech about like think of your why, and for I'm sure for most of us it's our family, our kids. And that's my biggest why is my kids. And she said, go to them, and if you're having a bad day, you can't feel like you can't work the business, go to them and tell them that they're not worth it. And I'm gonna cry just saying it because I cried whenever she said it, and that just hit me so hard. And I mean that's why I'm here, and they are worth it. So um whenever I'm feeling like not sending those invites, I'm gonna think of that, and that's gonna push me to be better. Um, so sorry, I didn't mean to get emotional again.
It's okay.
But that was huge. And then like just the community, like it was so cool to meet everybody, and like you guys are there for me, and I'm here for you, and that's what it's all about. Like this is my business, this is each one of our businesses, but we're here for each other, and it's a community, it's a team, and that's super cool.
Yes. No, I love it. I love it so much. And I love that you can just like feel like you can open up. Like, and maybe you guys can relate, but I feel like I was kind of always a hard shell, you know? And it was like I didn't open up, and I was like always so strong, or I tried to be. But like when you allow yourself to just open up like that and just let things flow because you feel it in your freaking like heart and soul or whatever it is. Cause I always said my why was my family. That's all of ours. That's all of us, right? Our why is our family. But when you put it like that in those words of like, so you didn't show up today, so like, but your why is your family, but you didn't show up, so it must not have been strong enough. Your why must not be strong enough for you if you didn't show up today. And so it's just, I agree, it was an amazing way to put it. I loved it. Okay, Miranda, are you able to talk? Run and hide.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry, guys. You know I'm at work. And actually, my trainee didn't show up today, so I don't have to train anymore. It's so exciting. You have no idea. I was so mad I was going to miss this call, and she didn't show up. And I'm like, yes, because I needed this. Okay. So anyways, I wrote a couple things down. My my iPad wasn't working, so I had to get on my phone. So the biggest takeaway that I had, well, one, I got emotional like 1,000 times during the trip because I'm just going through a lot in my personal life, just with work and my husband and our financial life and all the things. And a lot of you guys, I think I opened up to most of you about it. So anyways, when Lindsay was talking about boundaries, it really stuck me. Like, she was like, you have to take time for your kids. You have to take time for your husband. You have to take time for you. And then you have to take time for your business. And I feel like I struggle so much with trying to find time to do all of the things. And then, then I have 1,000 other, my work and trying to sleep during the day and work at night and all the things. So when she said boundaries, I realized like, that's something that I like on Sunday night, I really need to buckle down and write down like my week if I can. Sometimes I struggle with that because of my schedule, but she says you have to, treat your business like a business. And I treat it like a side business because that's technically what it is for me as of right now, but I want to move forward in it at the same time. So today I treated it like a business, and I made my little computer downstairs, my little computer place, an actual office. I hung my poster. I got my schedule all like done and ready and like made it cute and just more inviting for me to like go down there. And like she said, take ownership in priorities and like treat it like a business. So I made a little like Beachbody office, and I was like, I can come down here and like get away from Lindy if I need to, or she has to be there with me. I have her little play area down there, so I don't feel like I'll be as flustered than trying to be upstairs with Craig, trying to do the calls and doing all the things. So anyways, kind of got off topic there, but just talking about boundaries and being able to make time for all of it and really treating it like a business. So it's just little things that I'm going to do, like open like my own bank account with Beachbody so I can, figure out exactly what I'm making and what I want to make, because I don't really pay attention right now what I'm making. And I should, because I need the money. That's one of the things right now, is that my husband can't work because of our accident. And my why was always my health. And now it's my health and my finances. And although I have a great job, we need more right now. And this is where I'm going to get it. And I know that. I know what I'm like capable of doing and how much I can make. And I just have to prioritize that. So when she talked about prioritizing, making it like treating it like a business, and then the boundaries, all really struck me with the things that I'm going through in my life. So I decided to start today and make my little office. So that's just one thing that I felt like that I stepped up ever since the retreat, is just trying to buckle down and be more like business oriented or more like involved at home and trying to lay things out the way that they're supposed to. So I'm not so overwhelmed with everything. So that's what I got. Sorry, I rambled.
No, you're fine. I love it. I think about like the business that you've already built, and think of how if you run it differently and more intentional and set the boundaries and set the business hours, and know that like Linda had said, maybe I need to, she was struggling and she's like, maybe I need to say that, okay, Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm staying up later. Like I'm going to just get less sleep. Like I'm going to get 1 hour less sleep than I will on the other nights, because I know that I need to dig in a little bit more, and that's where I'm going to find the time. So think about the business that you already have and the customer base that you have and the team that you have, and think of where you'll be just implementing and already doing what you've done with creating that space and kind of almost being more business like organized mindset, prioritizing. It's amazing. So good job. I'm so proud of you. Okay, Jess, you want to share? Hi, Rachel.
Okay, sorry. I was texting my sister. She just was texting me about Beachbody stuff. But anyway, so the one thing that I noticed, we went around the room Saturday night and we just shared who we were and why we were there. There was not one woman in that room who was like, well, I'm just here to whatever. Everyone in that room was like, I needed this weekend. I needed a girls' weekend. I needed the community. I needed to relight my fire. I've been going through something and I needed this to help me process it and get back on track. And it just kind of hit me because here I am in my corner and I see you guys just killing it. And I see all these other women just killing it. And sometimes I'm feeling like, what am I doing wrong? And like something feels like, I feel like I'm pushing and nothing's happening. And, you know, like I'm going through all these mental things and I'm just like, okay, we all are. Like we all have those days where we feel like, what the heck is even happening right now? Like we just all have them because we're human and because we're doing something that's so out of the ordinary, extraordinary, right? In my opinion, extraordinary that we're doing. But because of that, there are things that we need to do that aren't ordinary and that maybe feel uncomfortable, or maybe there's this growth period and we're just like, what's happening? And so anyway, it was just like this huge light just was shined on like what I've been working through for my mindset, right? Because I'll share this with you guys. And Tabitha knows because she has like literally held my hand through this. There's something in my mindset that tells me I want this. I want to believe that I will make this happen, but there's like a gap between like, I know I'm going to make this happen and I know I'm going to build this 6-figure business and I know I'm going to retire my husband. There's a gap there for me. Like I don't feel it in my bones. And then that scares me because I hear all of these successful coaches saying, well, I just knew I was going to do it. And then I'm like, well, crap, I guess I'm not going to do it because that belief just isn't there. And it's not that the belief isn't there, but it's more in myself. Right? Like there's this breakdown that I'm working through, and just being there that this weekend showed me that that's okay. Like that's part of the journey I'm on and I'm working through it. And honestly, it just showed me that I'm on the right path, right? Because I'm working with a mindset coach right now. I'm working with a dietitian now. I just jumped in with her to focus on the binge eating aspect of my health and wellness. And I'm just so thankful because what this company has done is it's not only helped me like transform my life physically, mentally, whatever, but it's also helped shine a light on the places in my life that maybe I need extra help. And it took me a long time to be okay with that, if that makes sense. So I think this weekend just really just was completely eye-opening and like calming in the same way somehow, some way, because it didn't look calm. Nothing looked calm about the weekend. We had so much fun. We went a million miles a minute. I can't wait to go through my notes from Lindsay and like have a whole call just on her presentation. Like I feel like we could have 5 calls on her presentation. But she did talk a lot about boundaries, you guys. And what she talked about was, you know, are you respecting those? Meaning that could mean a lot of things. Are you respecting like your family boundaries? Are you using your work hours to work your business and then fully focusing on your family? Because I can tell you right now, I'm not. I need to do that. So the first thing I did was, for me personally, I feel these weekends emotionally like when I get home. When I'm home and I'm in my safe place, my safe space, it hits me. So today, like my boundary, like if you look at my stories right now, my story says that I'm like Project Unplugged and that this is my day. I'm unplugged today. I haven't really showed up on social media. I have maybe checked in with my coaches a little bit and helped people that have reached out to me that I felt like I needed to get back to. But I've taken today and literally just done nothing but try to just process a few things. And I think that's a huge step for me because normally I would let, like all of you guys maybe processed things differently. Maybe you woke up today and you were like, I can't wait to post. I want to get this off. I want to get this that is on my heart into words and out there. And that's great. I'm not calling anybody out because I honestly haven't seen anything, but like, that's amazing if that's what you did today. But normally I would let that stress me out. I'd be like, oh my gosh, Miranda's posting and Tabitha's posting and they're doing all these amazing things because it's Monday. And here I am over here just like taking it easy and not doing anything. No, I didn't do that today. And that's huge for me. I had to really like work on that though. I'm not going to lie. Which ignorance was bliss until about 5 o'clock. And then I was looking at things and I'm like, oh my gosh. And then I'm like, nope. You set your boundaries today. So you stick to them, lady. So anyway, I'm sorry. I know I'm droning on and on about this, but I truly feel like I'm at a hugely pivotal moment in my business. I'm so proud of course, all of you guys, because I love you all so much and I feel so much closer to so many of you now after being away with you, but all the girls, all the people in my downline, I'm just so proud of them because I feel like we have just been, our friendships have grown so much in the last few months, our businesses have grown, and I'm just grateful and thankful for all of that. And that just like propels me forward to just be so excited about the future. So I just want to say, a lot of this probably sounds really vague to you because maybe, you weren't there and you don't know exactly what I'm talking about, but we will do a call on, what the training we had on Sunday. Like we'll do a call on that and some of this will make more sense then, but I hope what I shared makes a little bit of sense because I think that mindset is such a, I don't want to put a label on it that's negative, but mindset can be something that a lot of us have to work through as coaches. And it's something that I feel like can like make or break your progress and your enjoyment of this business and really seeing it as the blessing that it is. So if that's you, like, let's talk. Because I'm always here for any of you that have those feelings and ever want to talk through them. But again, I was reminded that this community is amazing. And that's why a lot of girls showed up this weekend. Like they weren't like, okay, I'm going to build this business and I want to be 15-star by next year. No, they were like, I needed this. Like you could hear it in their voice that they needed to be there and have that, like the sisterhood with everyone else that was there. So anyway, I could probably talk for like a million hours, but that's what I took away from it. And like I said, I'm really still going to be processing it probably for a few days and like more things will spill out of me probably on social media. So
no, I love that. And I love that, like I said in the chat, like no guilt. Like so often we make ourselves feel guilty because it's like we're not enough or we're not doing enough or I should do more and all of that. And that's where I've like went way wrong in my business and in my mindset, because that will get you to burnout. Because there you're not setting boundaries because you're making yourself just go. And then you're like, okay, I better do this. And then, oh my gosh, I feel behind. So I better do this. And then before you know it, you're spiraling and you're feeling like you're a failure because now your list just went from like a couple things to like, oh my gosh. And then you turn into like a raging psycho, or that's me, like a raging psycho person, like in my house when I'm like, Anyway, so I love what you said about that. And we're all at different places in our business and in our journey. So we're each kind of going to take, like when Jessica was explaining it and she was saying like, some of you may not really like, this may seem vague and you may not really quite like not understand, but it may just seem vague, like in sort of off or different than what maybe like Sam's takeaway was or Jenna's, but we're all at different points in our business and we're all going to take something and apply it and realize it. You know what I'm saying? And kind of acknowledge different things with mindset, with taking action in our business. So, okay, Amber, can you hear me? Are you there? Can you talk?
I'm here.
Hi.
Hi.
I just saw you.
Can you see me?
Yes, I can see you. Go for it. So we're just sharing. Did you hear what we were sharing? Our biggest takeaway? And then what you feel like you're going to take and put, like what you took and the action that you're going to apply to your business from what you took from this weekend.
Okay. So the biggest takeaway, I am with Sam and Jenna with the whole why thing. Obviously, I have a little girl coming come February that I want to help support my family. The other thing, and I don't exactly remember what Lindsay said, but she was talking about like standing still and like having to take a step forward. That really kind of hit me because I don't talk on my social media. I'm terrified of it. I'm shy, which most of you probably did not see this weekend. But I worry too much about what people think or like what the backlash is going to be. So after this weekend, I think that's helped me a little bit with how Lindsay was very open with everything and everyone else was open. We went around the room. So I'm kind of hoping that I can build myself on that maybe a little bit. I definitely need to jump in deeper into the business. I want to help provide for my family, especially while I'm on maternity leave. I don't know. I mean, my why's huge. It's my little boy and then my soon to be fearful little girl, but we'll get there.
Yeah. No, I love that. Go ahead.
The community was huge. I like Jenna said, the whole workout outside, that was completely different than I've ever done. And I loved it. I know we can't always do it. I wish we could, but it was something different and she did kick my ass.
Yeah.
So yes, I need to, I guess, be more confident in myself with the business and not be fearful of what other people think and just be me.
Yes. And you're right. Like, I don't feel like I see that side of you. Like, I don't see that side of you as far as feeling that way. Cause I feel like you're just, I don't know. I just feel like you can totally do it. And you know that, but I think too, just like challenge yourself tomorrow, like set a small goal. Like tomorrow I'm going to talk for 2 to 4 clips about my weekend that I had. Maybe you're just going to talk about getting away for the night and whatever. Or maybe you're just going to talk after you finish your workout tomorrow morning. You're just going to talk about the workout and maybe it kicked your ass or maybe it this or whatever. So just set a goal to just talk, and then it's like, then the next day, do it again. And maybe it's about what you're cooking for dinner. Maybe it's about your feeling like a lack of like, what the hell am I going to make for dinner or whatever, just common things that we make difficult that really don't have to be. And then I think that you're going to find that you rinse, lather, rinse and repeat. And you're going to feel like, okay, like, all right, well, that wasn't bad. Okay, I've been doing that. And then you're going to get more feedback on your stories and on your social. And then it's like, before you know it, you're just going to be doing IGTVs and reels, and you're going to be going live and all these things. No, I love it though. Yeah. And it just knowing that, just know that you're not alone in that, because we all had to break out of that. Like I remember my first call as a leader. I remember doing my first call and Jamie couldn't be on the call, or I would feel like I needed to speak because now I had a team and I'm like, okay, crap, now I got to like try to lead these people. And it was hard and it was scary. And then you just grow and think of how much growth you're going to have with just getting comfortable with that. It's going to help in so many other ways, not just on your stories. It's going to help when you're talking to customers and coaches and just really connecting with people. So I love it.
Yeah.
No, all of that was really good. Does anybody else have something else they thought of or something that they want to say? Or does anyone else who wasn't there want to ask a question?
I want a sweatshirt.
You know what? You could probably get one. Abby was in touch with the lady that did them for us, and I don't know where she's out of, but I'm sure you can order one. And I actually have a link that I could send you if you really truly want one. They're so cute. They really are. I got a lot of compliments on them on my stories. So you really probably do need one, honestly.
I need one, and I'm going to wear it to the gym when I teach. So there's that.
Yeah. All right. I'll try to hook you up. But no, I just absolutely, like, my cup is full. I'm so ready to like just take, I always say this, but we always say this, like, okay, we're digging in and we're taking it to the next level and all these things. But when you have a whole team behind you who has a vision, and I love to hear your guys' vision, like the next thing, like, and see you guys grow and see you guys start to just really break out of your shell and see what's possible for you, that's the stuff that just like lights me on fire, because I love it. I see it in you, and I know you see it in yourself. And that's why I just can't stress enough, like, where you can be if you apply the things that you want to do and the action that you want to take, if you apply it now and not wait, like you have this excitement, but not just be like, oh, it was amazing and I need to do this and I need to get started and I need to do this, but to actually like start tomorrow and take action and get organized and think of what you can do to actually, you know, reach people and have more conversations and all the things. And like Lindsay said, you know, even if it's 2 exposures, like, you're enough. You know, if you can do more, you do more. And just consistency and all of the things. So we could go on for days. Okay, so that pretty much ends our call. Maybe I'll have, you know what I think I'm going to do is have Linda and Danielle, since they both couldn't be on the call tonight, I think I'm going to have them go live in our team page, just because that would be good for other people who couldn't get on this call to hear what they have to say about it. That will kind of give another spin, because they don't know what you girls said. So this will be good maybe to have them go live. So with that being said, I don't think there's anything else as far as like announcements or anything that I can think of. So let me get my phone because it's charging, and then I'm going to take a picture. All right, we're going to do a boomerang. So if you want to show your face, show your face. Poor Sam's like trying to drive. All right. Hi, Tamra. All right. Are you guys ready? All right. We're going to go on 3. Okay. My hair's like crazy. And we're just going to do whatever you want to do. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Yay. All right. Awesome. Thank you all.
Don't even start with the 1, 2. We're doing it on 3. 3, 2, 1. Okay.
5,
There's
4,
one
3,
negative
2,
thing we
1.
figured out about our team this weekend. We can't take a picture to save our life. Like, we cannot. We're
No.
gonna have to work on this.
Like, if you say jump on 1, I don't know when you're supposed to jump. Like, I don't get it.
It ain't gonna happen. We can't
Never
yeah.
take jumping pictures.
Oh, I know. Hopefully we'll have our team pictures back. I'm hoping tomorrow so that we can kind of find some good ones. So I'll keep you updated on that. Hopefully they're better
You
than.
mean have Amber edit them?
Yeah, right. Hopefully they're better. Hopefully they're good. I hope they're good. I hope that we're really pleasantly surprised. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.